defense exam a few days ago, and I'm trying to focus and trying to do something else. So sorry about that. By the way, today I have a special stream in YouTube because um, I don't know why, but I just want to share to you about this game, Fighting EX Layer by ARIKA. As you can see, ARIKA is co-licensed. ARIKA was actually, sorry, is actually a company that own at least half of its Street Fighter EX series, combined with the Capcom franchise Street Fighter as well. In the 90s until 2000 something, and last year this game, the developer Arika tried to reestablish, recreate, or reproduce in a way the EX series, and now they have it as you can see, Fighting EX Layer. Now, if you are a big fan of Street Fighter EX series, I think you should have this game because why? This game has a lot of the EX characters, albeit no Street Fighter characters at all. Now, this game is worth because first is the nostalgia value, of course. Again, if you love EX series, you should play this one. And if you have played, if by any chance you have played like the Fighting Layer, the arcade, I think you're gonna be like fell in love with this one. The system pretty much the same, especially like the music as well. However, there has been no, with acceptance of Blair and Alan, of course, there has been no original Fighting Layers character yet. Now I don't know, maybe the developer is going to be putting it like maybe this year or maybe next year as a new DLC, whatever, we don't know yet. But either way, from the value of nostalgia, you have to play this one if you have seen it. But if not, let's take a look at some of the systems. There are a lot of interesting videos around like YouTube, like sharing about these things. What I'm trying to share to you now is my personal opinion, what I think about this game. Is it good or not? And for me, basically, I play Street Fighter EX. I think it's decent enough. However, there are some things, some elements that are missing, which we're going to be discussing. Again, okay, some disclaimer. This is again just a personal opinion, not the how do you say? This is like a, you know what? Let's just begin with the gameplay, shall we? Now, first of all, if you are new with this series, this is created by Akira Nishitani and also team. Now, if you ever like, have I heard that name before? I think you have, because why? Akira Nishitani is the one who created Street Fighter 2. Well, half of the team correct me if I'm wrong, went outside from Capcom and created a new team, which creating these kind of game. Now, one of them is this Fighting EX Layer. Now, most of these Arika's game are not fighting games. Most of them are like arcade-ish in a way, but this is pretty unique. So let's just say I deeply respect Mr. Nishitani because why? Because of him and also the team. There was Street Fighter 2, and there are some of these systems that are still existing until now. The pioneer, the archetype of fighting games. So I think some like a certain amount of respect should be included for the Arika's team, especially Arika Nishitani. Okay, so let's begin with the gameplay. Now, if you bought this game, a few months ago there was a discount for this game, so it's quite cheap. But I don't know about now. This game, the newest version, as you can see, it added new character, which is area, and adjust game balance and network battle improvement, which I noticed a few months ago was not that good. It's really slow. I couldn't find any opponent at all. I don't know why. But there are some things that are quite interesting. The first one is this one, the Goki. Now, what is Goki? In the beginning, I was a bit confused. Like, what the hell is Goki? Like, Deathless is it like a card game? Let's take a look at this. So if you bought the bundle, you will get 15. See, as you can see, this is playing one by one. We have Aggro, Juggernaut, Shinobi, Infinity, Miracle, Stealth Raptor, and then Berserker, and then Double Face, Sky Dancer, Nightmare, Babel, Thunderbolt, Fantasista, Supernova, and Grabmaster. We have 15. Now each of these contain the Goki. Sorry, the Gogi. Now the Gogi, let me give you one example. It has this like Rampage, Illusion, Chip Up, Wrap Up, Erase. As you can see, each of this can be activated by certain trigger. As you can see, like if I want to have the Grab Up, the trigger is you have to land 2 normal throw. So if you do 2 normal throw, you will activate the Grab Up, which the effect will cause increased normal throw range by 20%. So there's a lot of these one. It has like how do I say it? precise ways of boosting up your gameplay within the character itself. Let's say, for example, the this one. Now, if you have like mirror up, erase below, grab up, as you can see, you will gain like you can negate projectiles with heavy attack. You have normal attack, deal chip damage and stuff. And then one of my favorite is actually, where is it? Infinity. I see mirror up 3 times, so as you can see, it increase your super meter by 10%. So if you activate these 3, meaning that you can boost up your super meter gauge much more faster, like 30% in a way. So this is quite interesting. So if you choose any of these Gogi, you will notice that you have different playstyle. For example, I pasted an opponent that has a certain Gogi depth, has like a strong armor, and it's kind of difficult to attack in a way. Or they can easily, I don't know which one is it. They can easily like vanish, you know, which I don't remember which one is it, because this is a bit unique as well. Now the Gogi list, as you can see, you can see all of them. There's a lot. I'm just going to scroll down quite fast. See, there's a lot, so you can like practice one by one, see which one is the best one, and you can create your own Gogi deck in a way. But the 15 deck, the default one, is accurate enough. I'm gonna be confused about this Gogi deck, but it's really interesting. This one, see, Ghost. If you avoid your opponent about 12 seconds, which hardly impossible, but if you could, you can be invisible during the 4 dash. It's kind of interesting. So this Gogi deck, it's pretty new to the fighting game in a way, and it's not the same like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, the gem system, or the it's almost similar like the ism, but it has more variety in a way. You can choose the way you fight. Pretty much that's it. Now this one we have online, like I said, it has a little bit of problem. Up until now, each time I play online, I never find any opponent at all. Maybe no one played, I don't know. You try it, okay, because the graphic is pretty decent. And then the offline, of course, pretty simple. Arcade mode, we have this one. And then, sorry, my headset's almost falling down. And then we have arcade, and easy, normal, hard. Trust me, easy is quite challenging enough, so later on I'm going to try the easy one. Training, so you can see, expert mode. Now, the expert mode here is like challenged by doing specific movement. However, as you can see, we have progressive and classic. Now, if you haven't played this game, it's really simple. Progressive means that this is unique. It's like a Marvel vs. Capcom thing, where you can press easily, like the special attack and also the super combo. It's really easy. That's progressive. Meanwhile, classic is the really classic way of playing fighting games. You know, like pressing circular move, forward, back, and with some buttons, all those things. Now I'm going to show you one by one later on, so let's try it. However, before we go to the next one, I just want to show you one issue for me is in this. As you can see, the system. So the option here, it's only this one: controller, sound, display, credit, copyright. But as you can see, there is no setting for like how many rounds, how many minutes, etc. It's just basically 3 rounds for like per opponent. It's the default one. We cannot change it. I don't know why. But we have the option to have easy, normal, hard. But it will be better for you, like if you want to have like a fast arcade gameplay, you can just like 1 round like me. It's really helpful, because we have to like have 3 win. It's like an arcade thing, but depends on people. For me, I'm not really fond of this one. But anyway, let's take a look at the training first, shall we? Now, for the training, it's really simple, like all of the fighting games in training. Now, I'm sorry, but maybe you cannot see in here, but we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, the DLC one, Terry. Now if you wonder like why Terry is here, why there are like many of these guest stars in fighting game. Now, for Fighting X Layer, putting Terry in this game is really, how to say it? It makes sense, because why? Akira Nishitani is also one of the members who created, get this, Fatal Fury or Garo series, which the main character is Terry. So he has a really good reason to put Terry inside. In a way, nowadays, if you notice, I think like King of Fighters Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, Tekken, Dead or Alive, Virtual Fighters are all mashing up together as one unity, and I really love this concept. I mean, like these four giant. When I say giant, these four giants meaning that Art of Fighting, Fatal Fury is included in King of Fighters. I mean, like King of Fighters, Virtual Fighters, Dead or Alive, and also Street Fighter should be like merged into one game. It will be massive, you know. Now, all of these characters, although it's only 18, it's not much. Like most characters, not most fighting games now they have a lot of characters, but not this one. But like I said, most of these fighting games that offer a lot of characters, not all of them are distinctive, but this one, some of these characters are quite distinctive in gameplay. However, there are some problems. First is the movement are too common. It's really easy to navigate in a way, except from some grapplers, maybe, you know. However, because of the progressive mode, it is much more easier to how do I say it? To execute the attack, the superpower, the special attack. So let me show you one, for example. The newest one is, you know what? My favorite one is D-Dark. So let's try it. Doctrine Dark. See, we have option now in here. Choose Gogi. For now, just choose Infinite. Okay. Now I'm gonna use progressive for now, which we can change to the one during the training. I'm gonna choose. You know, for all of these characters, I love all of the characters, but except for Shirase. I don't know why she is here. I know that she's like the embodiment of the evil Hokuto, you know, like the dark Hokuto, but we have new name like Shirase, but I don't know, you make sure like another version. And Sanane. Yeah. Oh. Wait, did I just choose? Sorry. And then we choose. ARIKA should put like more slot for the fighting layers. I mean, like all of the most of the characters in fighting layers are interesting. Try to Google up. If you Google this game, fighting layer, you're gonna find like a lot of interesting characters that should be included. I mean, like they are amazing. Now I like D-Dark in a way, the concept. Let's try this one, okay? If you just press forward and punch, this will happen. Now this is progressive, so all you need to do is just press forward or back, and or see. And in certain movement, let me show you. See, unique attack. Oh, they call it unique attack. Sorry, not special attack. So unique attack like knife. See, it's really easy in a way. And then a super combo is just back forward, or forward back. As you can see, let me show you one by one. Usually we have like double circle forward, right? Now it's just like. Now, if you're like me, you know, you're into like fighting games, you have maybe like pro and cons, you know. If you just like playing for like fast combo, I think it would be helpful to do progressive. But for me, I prefer the seriously, I don't know, but I really prefer the where is it? The classic one. Am I going to change the classic one? I don't remember. Where? Oops. Let's try the. You know what? Let's immediately go to the arcade. Let me show you one of the character's story. Now we need to. I think it's 6 or 7 battle before we fight the final boss, which is not really strong in the narrative. So one of the other weaknesses of this game is it has lack of narrative. It doesn't have any specific like prologue or something. It doesn't have any story modes. It has some winning codes, but in Japanese, and there is no English. If you're not me like me, you're not good in Japanese, it's kind of hard to understand like what they're trying to say, except for Alan. USA, USA, USA. But it will be interesting if like the developers put the English translation into the text on the winning codes. It helps a lot in a way. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, each of the characters only have like one winning code, so it should be precise. So now let's just try one of my favorite characters in here, P. Rosso. Reminds me of JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Let's try with Infinity. I love classic because I love to press the button, you know, doing some, how do I say it, an effort in unleashing the attack. Although progressive concept is kind of unique and fun, but I prefer the old way. You know, struggling to unleash my attack, it would be much more like a... Now, you have to fight 6 battles. Each battle, I think 7, okay? In each battle, you have to win about 3. See? Like 3 battles, so it's really long. It takes about approximately like maybe more than 10 minutes. But what I like about this one, if you notice, it's really fast, the movement. And I say for graphic, it's really good. It reminds me a bit like Street Fighter 5, right? But with faster movement. And I think if you have like another EX series combined with the Street Fighter characters, it would be, these characters will be like adequate enough to be like combined with the Street Fighter 5 characters. The design anyway is almost the same. See? So you can run infinitely. You can just... Let's try it. Huh. See? Oh, hold up. Tip. I love this guy. At first, when I saw him in Street Fighter EX2, I thought he was like a racer. Turns out he's like a member of like a secret organization or something. So I'm guessing that he's evil in a way. Rising Dragon. See that movement? It's so JoJo. I like this stage. Oops. Now I think Alan just activates, see the sound? I think he's activated like a Juggernaut or something. So the armor is like higher in a way. Usually if I think it's like if he guards attack like for certain times, that Gogi will be activated. So it's quite interesting. Same characters, same gameplay, but different Gogi will result in different gameplay. Remember I said like I love all of the new characters here, like all of the characters here, the classic characters, but I don't know why I'm not into like the Sanane one. I don't know, I prefer the old Nanase. With Sanane is Nanase in a way. The design here is a bit too... Whoa, I don't know how to explain it. Even the Hayate, I prefer the old Hayate. Yeah, I don't know why. But, well, I think it's fine. The only characters that I don't want to play is just Shirase. I prefer Hakuto. Thank God Hakuto is here, you know. It's a waste of space for me. Personally, I think Shirase just wastes of space. We should like add like a character from Fighting Layers. There's a lot of interesting characters. I don't know why ARIKA haven't put them yet. They should. It's interesting. It sells in a way. The characters are unique. But these characters for now, these 18 characters, including Shirase in a way, are I think decent enough. But for me personally, if this game have to battle against other fighting games, they should add more characters in a way. The system is already good enough, unique enough, but the lack of the option makes it a little bit difficult for some people who is like a casual player like me to enjoy a fighting game like this. However, if you're fine, sometimes like me in certain mood, like playing long arcade gameplay for like 3 rounds for each opponent, well, fine. But again, this game is interesting, nostalgic value, and whoever created, whoever composed this game, good job. That person created a how do I say, a memorable like tune in a way. The theme is really EX. I don't know what makes it unique. I mean, like, what makes it... I can say to people like, oh, this music, it's so EX musics. The music it's very much like a Street Fighter EX, like EX series, like Fighting Later series. Can you help me, like, how do you call this one? That unique sound, the background music. It's really EX in a way. Sharon looks nice, but I really prefer the old design. She looks more classy, more like an agent in a way. This one looks like an RPG character. Still cool, but you know, doesn't like a deadly assassin. But I'm glad she they still maintain the red hair and the gun as well. Now, if you notice, but now this is the third battle, right? Like I said, there's lack of narrative, right? So we just like battle for 6. We need to battle like 6 opponents, and afterward we're gonna fight the final boss, which has any text at all explaining what happened to this character, what happened like before the fight, etc. And even in the end, it only tells like, I mean, they didn't use the same winning codes. However, for the end, there is like one screen that portrays the text in English, of course, in this one, showing what happened after the arcade mode, but it's not much. It doesn't explain much like what happened. It's like, it lacks of narrative. They should include more stories. You know, maybe like before we begin with the arcade mode, we start the arcade mode, maybe. Or maybe like additional winning quotes. Maybe this game has really good potential, seriously. The characters are unique, gameplay are really good, it's really fast, the combo is easy to execute. You know, the Gogi is really unique in a way, although some people think it's quite strange, but it's still in a way acceptable in the fighting game community. Me personally, I think it's quite how do you call it, like original, sort of. You know, I mean, like Akira and Shitani are one of those people who love creating new things, right? Like the pioneer fighting games. I mean, they created Street Fighter 2. So, Gogi may be a trend one day. For now, it's really new. Maybe that Blair. I love Blair design. I prefer the old one, of course, because this one is a bit too medieval in a way. It's like a Soul Calibur character. But again, I'm really glad that they retain the blue hair and also the movement, the moveset as well. Wow. Okay, nice. Lighting arrow. Okay. Wow. You need to remember this is the easy mode. That's why it's so easy mode is more like a normal mode. Round 2. It's okay. Let's try to finish this game, and you see what I'm trying to, what I'm saying just now. The lack of narrative. Wow. Okay. See hear the music? That is like so EX. I can like safely say this. That is so EX. Oh, what? This Blair is really good. Or am I bad? I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad player. Sorry about this. Again, I'm a casual player. I'm not a like really like a novice player or whatsoever. So what game are you playing now? Currently for fighting game, I'm still playing Street Fighter 5, of course, because I'm doing a research in a way using Street Fighter series. That's why I will definitely play it often, weekly, if possible daily. And for fighting game, Tekken, of course, I'm still trying to achieve some of the costume for Tekken, the special costume, of course. And I'm trying to fancy fighting EX layer, especially the Gogi one. I'm trying to understand much more better like how to maximize the Gogi system. Again, I think because I think Gogi system is really unique. If you give a chance, maybe you will love it. For now, it's quite interesting, but not all Gogi are interesting, of course. Some of the Gogi I still like don't know how to activate it, even though there is some explanation like how to trigger it, but it's quite confusing. Oh, Blair, come on, Blair! Come on, Blair! Come on! This is easy mode. I cannot lose on easy mode. That is so embarrassing. It's going to be so embarrassing. Ora. Yahoo! Seriously? Yeah. Ahoga. Yep. Sorry, Blair.
これでいいのか?
いいですよ. Okay, so now we're going to the fifth battle. Oh, Pulum. Pulum is one of a good example for me personally. Good redesigning. I love Pulum for the first one. I don't really love the second one. I love the first one. And this Fighting EX layer version as mix both of them, the first and the second, and adds a new flavor. It's really I love it. By far, from all of the female characters in here, Pulum is the best redesigned for me. Sharon and Blair is not so much. I prefer the old version, but okay. I mean, the developer tried to make something new, right? It should be appreciated. I mean, like they tried to touch the new players. So maybe by redesigning, you know, maybe adding more details will be more acceptable. Because maybe fighting games too simple, may not going to win the new players. Perhaps, I don't know. There's some market decision there. We don't know yet. Oh yeah, one of my favorite fighting games that has been missing out for the past few years is actually Virtua Fighter. I think you know Virtua Fighter, right? Virtua Fighter is the pioneer of 3D fighting game. Not Tekken, but Virtua Fighter. However, it's just missing. I love Tekken. I play Tekken, of course. I love Tekken so much. But I think we should give like more love to Virtua Fighter, the series. And I mean, Sega should make a new one. The latest one was really good. The new character Zhang Tujo is interesting. They should add more characters. The only issue with Virtua Fighter back then was like each new series only adds up 2. Well, with the new updated version they add more 2 or 1, right? So it's not really there hasn't been a lot of characters in Virtua Fighter series similar like this one. And meanwhile, most people think like having many characters in fighting game is excellent. I love that one. Oopsie. Come on, dude. Yeah, hey. Ooh. And yeah. Okay, I think like one more opponent and we'll go to the final one. Default one, the final boss will be Garuda, of course. Depends on the characters. Like if you use Hayate, the final boss is Sanane. So the main characters on this game is Hokuto, Sanane, and Kairi, and now maybe like Shirase in a way. It's like the Mugen clan from Dead or Alive, you know. I think one of the reasons why ARIKA revamped Hayate design, because the previous Hayate from Street Fighter EX2 resembles so much with the Hayate from Dead or Alive, perhaps. But that's why I said Hayate design, although I don't really love that pink shirt. I love pink, but the pink shirt in Hayate, it doesn't add up. But for now, yeah, play because he's a high school student now, fine. But I prefer like a normal like black or white shirt for design.
Round 2, fight!
Okay, Skolomania is one of the unique characters. Now, if you're asking like why do you admire Akira Nishitani? Simple. First of all, the first reason is Street Fighter 2. The second reason is Fatal Fury series. The third one is this one. Now, if you think like EX Layer doesn't really like adds up as the really influencing fighting game, one of the characters, Kolo here, has been appearing like in several other games, and in a way, Akira's team is the one who created unique characters such as Kolo in here. The design for EX series characters are, for me personally, crazy. In a positive way, of course, crazy, like unique. Like, you don't see a lot of these characters in like fighting game most of the time. Although sometimes some of the color options, I mean like sorry, the costume from the costume color is really, how do I say it, random in a way, but it's unique. Okay, I think we go to the final battle now. Oh, okay, so Firoso will be battling Jack. Oh yeah, because the organization thing, there's a story between Jack and Firoso. Jack was or still an organization thing. Jack is now a bodyguard of Blair, I think. Yeah, let's see. Again, there's no story. I knew this because Google, of course, and I kind of watched the ending for Street Fighter 1 and 2, EX 1 and 2. I like the design. I mean, like, if you notice, like, ARIKA's developer did a really like good job with the character's design, the graphic, and also the background. It's really detailed. Love it. You can even see things at the back, you know. I mean, so detailed. Again, this is personal opinion, okay? But I love Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter so much, but I think the stage from Street Fighter EX is much more detailed than Street Fighter 5. Personal opinion, again. But it can compare with itself. It has what you call this depth or something. So one of the good things about Street Fighter EX, Fighting EX Layer is of course the design, the character design. I mean, like the graphic and also the background, the stage. It's really good, and also the music. So that's the sell value for this game. Love the stage design, the characters so much. One more, and you're gonna see the lack of narrative I just mentioned. The ending, we have the ending, but it's only like in a way for just like one screen portraying like maybe a paragraph. I finished Alan Snyder's arcade mode. You know what we have for the ending? It's only USA, and something in Japan. I forgot the meaning. So it doesn't really share like what happened to Alan after the battle. So that, right? I mean, Alan design here, the design is really good, but the story is not clear. My turn. One more. Wow. And done. Let's see the ending I just mentioned. Too bad, this game is really good. No, it has potential. Just like content. See? Hi, it's just like I thought, brother. Wait, what? Wait, Firoso and Jack are brother? Since when? Ever since we were young, you always been two brothers, and no, wait, this can't be. Wait, what? Okay, I didn't know about this one. I thought they were enemy because of the organization. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so see, at least they have this one. So it actually the narrative is pretty decent, but only this one, and after that, just that's it. 12 minutes. See, about 10 minutes, right? If there's further update for this game, hopefully there will be, there should be. hopefully this year. I do expect like option to change how many rounds you can play, how many like seconds, etc. stuff, and also maybe new characters, from the fighting layers, and add some. So please add some narrative. Come on, ARIKA, you can do it. I mean, like, you're good. You already been doing a really good job with the illustration, with the music, with the graphic. It's really good. The gameplay, the Gogi system, it's really unique in a way. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to be new, genuine in this one, so you did it. But please add up the narrative, add more content. This game, but anyway, for now, the content is quite decent, and I think for those who have not played it, if you love fighting games, you should try this one. The graphic is really good. The movement is quite fast, and resembles Street Fighter, of course, but it has its own uniqueness. The characters not much, I know, but each of the characters has their own gameplay in a way. And if it's not enough, you have Gogi to support your gameplay uniqueness, because there's a lot of, like I said, Gogi style. Okay, so try to find it. This game, please support, because why? ARIKA, I noticed, try to recreate this series. There's a lot of people who have played Street Fighter EX series and Fighting Layer like me, and they always expecting for a new EX series, EX4, or new fighting layers, and we have now this one, and they need our support. So if you are a fan of fighting games or interested in fighting games, or you want to help, or you are just a game developer in production, still new, and you understand how hard it is making game, please support this developer ARIKA by buying their game. I think they have it on PC now, but for now, PS4, please buy the PS Store, okay? So I think that's all for now for my YouTube streaming. I'm gonna move on to my other Twitch account to play horror game for now. Maybe, I don't know, it's getting late, maybe I should rest, who knows. Tomorrow I'll be streaming again. I'm going to be playing other fighting games, maybe Street Fighter 5 again, I don't know, because I love Street Fighter. I have to play it daily. And I'm going to upload new gameplay video for some of the fighting games. As you see on my channel, we have Street Fighter 5, we have Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and then Tekken 7, the gameplay, the arcade, story modes and stuff. And after finish, I'm going to move on to other games probably. Okay, so I think that will be much for now. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to follow and subscribe, and if you follow, don't forget to add try to click that small tiny bell on the right side, so you can know there are new content updated for my channel. Okay, so this is Alex. Thank you very much. See you, and bye bye.